Parker here, and today I'm going to take you through my calve routine. Okay, so calves are a very debated muscle. A lot of people can't get them to grow, and a lot of people have no problem whatsoever getting them growing. So if you are struggling to get your calves to grow, then start following this routine. You can use barbells or dumbbells here. You can put them on the edge of your legs. Find a little surface, just whatever is raised. I mean, you could use the tip of a dumbbell and put your feet on it and raise up. You could use a piece of wood. You could use whatever you have available and just do it. So if I were using dumbbells, I would put the weight at the end near my thighs where the barbell is. But this just simulates a donkey raise. Now, a donkey raise is extremely good for engaging the soleus muscle. Now, the soleus is the muscle right under the gastrocnemius. So the soleus, if you look at my sock, is that V that goes straight up to the ball of my calf. So that muscle under the ball of my calf would be the soleus. Now, like I said before, I am bulking. I am trying to gain weight, so I am losing definition here. So you're not going to be able to see the muscles completely like I'm razor shredded. That'll be for another time and another place. But for right now, this is what I would do to gain mass. I did 50 reps with the donkey raise. I highly believe you should use great amount of resistance and reps when it comes to building the calves. You're not going to just be able to do a set of 5 or 10, for 10, 15 reps or whatever, 5 sets of 10 to 15 reps and build your calves. Your calves are being used all day long. They're being used when you sit, stand, walk, run, jump, everything. So your calves, just like your forearms, need a significant stimulus in order to pack on size. If your calves are struggling, I would train them with, a set of 4 or 5 heavy and high reps, low reps, high reps, and I would train them after each muscle that you train. So let's say I train 4 times a week. I would train them at the end of the workout 4 times a week. And I would do 2 high rep and then 2 heavy weight sessions. And I would alternate in between. So I would start with the heavy session. I'd then go into the rep session. I'd do the heavy again and then finish off with the rep and alternate. Your calves will grow. Calves have always been a weak point for me. As you can see, my calves aren't that great. I haven't been working on them a lot. But when I did want them to grow, I was doing exactly what I'm telling you to do, and I packed on a tremendous amount of muscle on them to the point of where I couldn't even believe myself how fast they were growing. So really with calves, some of it's genetic, just like every other muscle, like chest or biceps, but a lot of your calf development and size is, are you training them properly or not? It has nothing to do with genetics. Mostly when people talk about genetics, they're talking about shape. When they say, oh, he's got the genetics, it's either he can build muscle easily overall or his shape. It's not generally, okay, genetics. He has genetics for calves, so he doesn't have to do anything for his calves. Even though that does exist, you can put on muscle on your calves. If you can put on muscle on your chest and your back and all these other places, your calves are no different. They have a more majority of slow twitch fibers, which means they will respond more optimally to higher rep endurance-based workouts. I mean, heck, if you've noticed runners have the biggest calves I've ever seen, and they're developed and they're razor sharp. Why is that? It's because the calves are primarily slow twitch muscles, just like the forearms. So in order to work them, it's more optimal to do reps than it is to do heavy weight, although both are necessary to maximize growth and development. Now, like I said, with this exercise, it is plain and simple. Get the bar on your back, stay on your toes, don't fully lock out, and don't touch the bottom either. I'm doing these without an incline. Now, with this is what is what Arnold used to do back in the days. You're getting a hinge at your glutes. You are staying pretty much perpendicular to the ground, and you are just repping. I'm trying not to get a full 100% stretch. I do about 75% of the movement. The reason I do this is because when you fully lock out, it's not really helping with the calves. Also, when you fully stretch on the calves, it's not helping either because it's taking tension off the calves and throwing it on the soleus. So I recommend doing 75% of a rep. So just a little bit up until lockout, and then go down, and then don't fully stretch either. Just a quarter above lockout and a quarter above full stretch. So right in that middle range of motion, and just rep it there. Now another kind of exercise that will really help with your calves is this front muscle. I believe it's called, you know what, don't quote me on it because I'm probably wrong. But there is a V-shaped muscle on the front of your calves that is responsible for ankle flexion. And this muscle, if you have shin splints, let's say you're doing a lot of cardio like I did back in the day. I got shin splints all the time. What is happening is an over-tightness of this muscle. It's either lacking in strength or it's just out of array, so it tends to pull and it causes the shin splints. So if you do this exercise and stretch this regularly, then your shin splints will literally go away. It's an amazing tip for you. So, this is a really, really cool exercise that I don't see a lot of people doing, but they do contribute towards the look of your calves. So I always recommend people doing them. And like I said, I wish I wasn't as bulked up. This is a mass gain phase for me, so it's kind of hard for you to see the muscle, but I'm prodding it right now. I'm definitely feeling it. It's sliding up and down my shin. It is a wonderful pump, a wonderful burn. I really don't see many people doing these. This exercise isn't a widely known variety. But like I said, with calves, this is my high rep day. All of these reps that I'm doing are in the 30 to 50 plus rep range. So calves are simple. Just train them. They're like traps. A lot of people don't train traps, and they're like, my traps won't grow, my forearms won't grow. Well, are you training them? It's one of those, you gotta bite the bullet and start training them, because obviously if you don't train them, you won't get any growth whatsoever. Do these calf workouts after every workout you do, and you will see growth. So guys, that's about it for the video. It's nice, short, and sweet. If you could, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, where I post pretty much daily, a couple of times a day actually. Go ahead and watch these two videos up here. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like my crap. And I hope you have a wonderful day. See you on the next episode. It's going to be a frequently asked questions, so make sure to tune in to that. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And remember, it's the cardio talking. Peace.